Let me see you, let me see you, let me see you do the robot. Dancing robot. Animated robot. In robot. Hard-hitting robot.
What is up, everybody? Castro here. We're here for season 2, episode 5 of MyDanceRighTV with the one and only Mad Chad. How you doing, bro?
What's up, man? I'm doing good. Doing well.
Doing well. You are here right now in Baltimore for Skills Over Politics.
Yeah.
Which is currently happening in the other room.
Right now.
We're making things happen. So let's get right into these questions. You know, you've been doing this forever, it seems like. How did you really get into being a robot?
Okay. Well, it's kind of a multifaceted answer, but I'll try to keep it concise. I'm not any type of OG or anything like that, but my first intro to dance was Michael Jackson. Pretty standard. I'm a basic bitch in that respect. But I loved Michael. I loved Michael growing up. I watched all his music videos. I watched Moonwalker. I had it on VHS, and I just about ate through that VHS. I played it so many times. I
also had that VHS when we turned into the car, right?
Yeah, dude, epic. And I tried to imitate Michael.
Bananas,
you know?
Absolutely.
And I remember seeing my mom one time was like, do that Michael Jackson stuff, you know. And I did a little bit, and I remember seeing tape of it. She showed it to me, and I was just like, this is terrible. Like this, I'm not a dancer. I can't dance. So that was it. Like I stopped dancing, and I was like 8 at that point.
Wow. No
dancing. From that point on, I got into sports. Was an athlete for many years, and then I started watching these tapes. Can't Kill Yourself. They like do these pranks and stuff like that. A bunch of the guys ended up doing like Jackass and everything. Can't Kill Yourself.
Look that up.
Yeah. But don't kill yourself.
Don't.
Just,
we didn't tell you to do that.
Yeah. Anyways, they do all these like crazy pranks and everything, and I had seen like sea walking. I had seen like some disco stuff. So simultaneously, like I'm watching these pranks, I'm seeing sea walking, and I started doing like sea walking like as a joke, like because I wanted to be like a prankster.
Boy,
I mean, this is like
don't sea walk.
Don't do it. Don't kill yourself.
Right.
Literally. So from there, I was like doing like a little bit of robot, and so I would do these like pranks where I would go and do like some sea walking, some robot, a little bit of popping, but it was all a joke. You know what I mean? But my friends would always be like, when I would hit the robot, they'd be like, "Oh damn, that's actually kind of dope. That was kind of good."
You think?
And then like I got into b-boying a little bit. And I did take learning windmills and power seriously. That was when I first started taking dance seriously, is when I saw power moves.
So this was something, because you've been pretty much doing your whole life off and on. Was this something that your family supported? Or were they just like, go to school and do things that are not dance?
Okay, so at first, it was kind of a little bit of both. It was a little bit of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously, like what are you doing?
Yes.
Like, this makes no sense. But I'm not gonna lie, like my mom did go and like pick me up some linoleum she found like in the back of Home Depot. You know what I mean? She was like,
that's a real mom.
She's an interior
Shout out
designer,
to you, Mom.
And so she was like at Home Depot picking up some stuff, and she got a linoleum for me for my garage.
I wish my mom would have got me.
So they were like, it was kind of like they didn't understand what I was doing, and they definitely like once it got to that point where I was choosing dance over other things, then they kind of started to get kind of confused. And I did have that point where like I had to like kind of go on my own and kind of separate from them, because I was choosing to like not go to school so that I could pursue dance. I was choosing to drop out so that I could just dance full time and make that. And it was rough, like I lived out of my car for 3 months and couch surfed for many more months.
Hard road, man.
Until I could pick up little work here and there.
That is a hard road.
But it was so I'm b-boying, kind of into popping a little bit. B-boying is when it started to get serious, and then I was like, I want to go to events, and one of my best friends in high school, he bought me events to Freestyle session. This is like my junior year of high school, I think, year 2000. And I went to Freestyle session, and that was awesome. And I saw popping there a little bit, but it wasn't, I don't know, it didn't like pique my interest. Then I go to B-Boy Summit, which was like the next big event I went to. And I couldn't afford to actually like go into the event. So the day before the event, they had a free jam that was just kind of out on the street in downtown LA. And when I went in there, I was there to see B-Boys, you know? And kind of right as I went through the front gate and got in, there was like a popping circle. And I just kind of sat there and watched it for a minute and never got beyond that. And it was just like, oh, popping. What is this? I didn't even know what it was because I didn't know popping was like boom, boom, popping. What I thought of popping was like rave stuff. That's what I had seen, like Liquid and Glides. And so I was like, what the hell are they doing? And I kind of connected with a few people there. Wavomatic, Tabo.
Wavo, shout out to
Wavo. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Wavo was the first person to like pull me into the scene and accept me and just be like, dude, you're down. Like, come on, let's go. Like,
so you started training with him early then?
Yeah, at Homeland. But so Tabo, I met Tabo there and he was a big influence on me as well. Tabo told me about another event, which was Pandora's birthday party. Now, it's been a while. My memory's kind of foggy because of how long ago this was and so many things were happening. But essentially, Tabo invited me to Pandora's birthday party. I can't tell you if it was a week later, the next day, a month later, I don't remember. But I know it was like one of like the next things I went to. And that's where I first saw Bop and Andre. Mm-hmm. And Tabo had seen me do like a little robot. And so he was like, yo, you gotta watch this guy. You gotta watch Bop and Andre. And so I got there and I watched him. And yeah, that was the first time. That was when it really, like, the light bulb switched on.
This is what I'm doing.
This is it.
This is what I'm doing in dance.
This was already what I was doing. I just didn't know it.
So, like, right now, this is like a two-part question.
Yeah, sure.
Like, what do you think robots today in the dance scene are missing, and who's your favorite robot?
Well, okay, so first of all, what are people doing robot missing? I think one of the big things that people are missing is their own personal flavor and their own personal style and soul on it.
Originality.
Originality, yes. As flattering as it is, I don't want to see 100,000 minions of myself. You know, it doesn't do anything for me. I want to see
like animatronics is cool, but like do your own way.
I want to see, yeah, and even if it's subtly different. Right. I just don't want to see people trying to dance exactly like me or trying to dance exactly like Pop and John. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't want to see exact copies of that.
No biting. Cut it out.
And you can be influenced, you know, and I was influenced, and no one creates anything out of a vacuum. You know, it's not possible. We just don't create art without inspiration. So I have my inspirations. You know, Bop and Andre is my biggest inspiration. But if you take film of footage of me and Bop and Andre and put them right next to each other, I dance nothing like him. You could see a couple little inspirations there, but I dance nothing like him. And that's my biggest inspiration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as new school roboters, animators, whatever, like there is so much talent out there. It is unbelievable now. And there is originality out there.
Who stands out though?
My favorite right now, probably my number one is probably Chibi.
Chibi
is
shout out to Chibi, Dragon House.
Chibi is nasty. He's a problem.
Illusions are a bit unreal.
Yeah,
a bit unreal. Like it's astounding to me.
Bopping style is something that like people, it's been exposed to a certain extent, and I feel blessed that, you know, the torch was passed to me in some way, shape, or form, and I do my best to kind of pass on what I learned and how I was inspired by them. But yeah, the real stuff is still in LA. You know, Robot Prince, Bop and Andre, Earthquake, Bop and Ronnie, Scorpio. If you're ever in LA, look those guys up, try to find them, because those guys I named right there, I mean, it's not just robot, but it's robotic popping or robot dancing. That's what bopping is. And yeah, those are some of the best.
Yes. Final question.
Yep.
You've done movies, commercials, ridiculous amount of videos. You've been on award shows.
Yeah.
What is your goal? Do you have a goal for this?
My ultimate goal, I would say right now, my current like big picture for me is to create a business that lives and thrives on its own and is 100% controlled by me. And whether or not, you know, I want to work with a brand or a company is up to me, and how that relationship works, you know, is a conversation between us and them. And
Definitely.
you know, so I do a lot of work that's where I'm just entirely talent, and it's just, I just get hired for a thing, the director tells me what to do, whatever. That's cool, and I'm 100% grateful. Anything I can do, any work I can do to keep this like passion and this dream alive of using, you know, my art to make money and to support my family is a blessing, no matter what. But my ultimate is to not be directed, to be the director of, you know, and to be in that position. And it's not really a power trip, it's just it's just having that ability and that freedom to express my voice, you know what I mean? And
Without
create the art
limitations.
that I want to, yes, exactly. You know, and it's always tricky because making money off your art, it always gets tricky, you know, even as much money as there is in music, you know, that's been getting much smaller. And, you know, the labels and producers and whatever have a kind of a formula they want you to follow, you know what I
they do.
mean? And so every, anytime you're trying to make money from art, there's gonna be some compromise, but I just wanna get to that point where I'm compromising less, compromising as little as I can. And that's been happening, you know, with social media a little bit. I've had some campaigns and stuff with social media, and it was just like it's the best to you know, have an ad agency reach out and be like, hey, we want to use you for this thing, whatever you want to do.
Right.
Whatever you want to do, you know, you don't even have to focus on the brand that much, you know, like just put a little tag in the beginning or at the end that, you know, this is a frosted mini wheats. But for the most part, just get to do what I want to do, you know, and create the story that I want to create.
That's dope. That is super dope. Well, thank you for sitting with us.
Absolutely.
Being here in Baltimore with us past few days.
Yeah, man.
We've had a blast. We're going to continue to have a blast for the rest of the day. If you guys weren't here at Skills Over Politics, you definitely missed out. Castro, Mad Chad, Season 2, Episode 5, MyDanceLifeTV. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Twitter, MyDanceLifeTV. Facebook, Digital Mind, MyDanceLifeTV. YouTube at Digital Mind. You can contact us here. Thing at the bottom of the screen. This is our booking email.
And you can find me at Mad Chad on anything.
At anything.
MADDCHADD, any platform, Mad Chad.
Robots. 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 Hashtag Mechanical Monday.
Shout out to Mad Chad. I'm coming for you, bro.
And I see that I dream, and the scene seems so real that I feel like you're here, but I'm reaching out and there's nobody there. I see that I dream, and the scene seems so real that I feel like you're here, but I'm reaching out and there's nobody there.
Hip cat, I'm freaky fit that I can rip that. Ice on a wrist like ice a fish, yeah. When I like with a bitch that's spicy, get that.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me